Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, I've been to the Dead Sea, and I've been to the Dead Sea Scrolls location there in the caves where they found the Dead Sea Scrolls. I've actually seen the Dead Sea Scrolls also when you go to the Dead Sea Scroll Museum. But do you know about the Dead Sea Copper Scrolls, the Copper Scrolls? Well, there is a man by the name of Jim Barfield who has made it his lifelong ambitious journey to uncover the lost treasures from the Second Temple. Matter of fact, known as a Noahide, a former criminal investigator, believes he has deciphered the the code of this 2,000-year-old message known as the Dead Sea Copper Scroll, including, that is, a treasure map leading to the hiding place of the lost temple utensils. But while archaeological experts agree with his theory, the political complications of the region make it unlikely that the treasure will be revealed anytime soon. Here's just kind of a black and white picture, which you can see. This is a thin copper scroll in which the locations of several different places where you're to be able to find some of the gold, some of the silver, and some of the temple utensils that was used in the Second Temple. Now, the copper scroll was discovered back in 1952 near the Qumran and right there on the shores of the Dead Sea. It is an archaeological mystery. Though considered part of the famous Dead Sea Scrolls, the copper scroll differs in that it was found on location and that, unlike the other Dead Sea Scrolls, it was written on a copper scroll. As its name suggests, it was inscribed into a thin sheet of copper, and the Hebrew used in the scroll also indicates it was written in a later period than the Dead Sea Scrolls. There's a great deal of controversy, though, of course, surrounding this copper scroll. While the other Dead Sea Scrolls contain religious and biblical works, the Copper Scroll is simply a list of 64 locations and corresponding amounts of gold and silver. Now, at first glance, Jim Barfield seems like the most unlikely person to unlock the mystery of the temple vessels and their hiding place. But he is not Jewish, he does not speak Hebrew, and is not an archaeologist. But Barfield's other qualifications as a criminal investigator enable him to unravel the mystery that has baffled the archaeologists for over 50 years. Back in 2006, Barfield set out to discover the truth of the Copper Scroll, following the footsteps of Vendell Jones, a Texas preacher turned biblical archaeologist. Jones believed that the Copper Scroll at the Qumran to be the hiding place for the temple vessels, not the Ark of the Covenant, but the temple vessels, and spent 30 years searching for it. Now, using the Copper Scroll as a guide, Jones discovered a small vial of persimmon oil. This is used to anoint kings and high priests and large quantities of what he believed was temple incense. Now, he found all of that, folks, all right? Barfield met with the preacher, Vendell Jones, now deceased, and discussed the scroll, taking up the challenge. Jim Barfield's motivation is far more than just curiosity. He's driven by the belief that I want to return, he said, the temple artifacts to the Jewish people. It's time. Everybody's talking about it's time. Rabbi Yehuda Glick, it's time for the Jewish people to be allowed to pray on the Temple Mount. The Knesset is saying it's time for Israel to reclaim the Temple Mount. There are the Temple Institute is saying it's time to build the third temple. And as we go forward, we see an unbelievable process taking place on what seems like an expedited timeline. Matter of fact, Donald Trump, President of the United States, just said it's time. It's time to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem and to declare that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel and the eternal city of God. It's time to uncover the mysteries of the lost artifacts of the Second Temple, according to Jim Barfield. And all kinds of archaeological discoveries have been taking place over the last 5 years. Unbelievable. The little book with the 7 seals on it. The manuscripts that have been recently found. The little button that would have been on the priestly garment. The 12th stone that goes into the breastplate of the high priest, finishing the breastplate with 12 precious stones, all found in Israel. The gold in Mount Elat that God revealed to Rabbi Yehuda Glick. They have discovered the vein of pure gold in Mount Elat. There's this the red heifers that they have located that are perfect and qualify. I mean, we could go on forever. Ron Wyatt, did he find the Ark of the Covenant there at Golgotha? I mean, and many other significant finds. The seeds they found in that in the city of David, the seeds in the storage, which were of olive, and Guy Urich, who is going to make the new anointing oil for the dedication of the temple and for the burning of the incense on the golden altar. I mean, all these things are coming together because there was no balsam wood left, and now the grove has been regrown. It's time. This is the 50th year of the reunification of Jerusalem as the capital, the reunification of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. It's time. It's the 69th year of the nation of Israel since its rebirth in 1948. I mean, are you serious? Is it time? What else is it time for? Are you serious? Are you saved? We're running out of time because it's time.